Hold on. Is that any better? Ooh, there we go. Maybe. Just had to unplug and plug it back in. Yeah, okay. I can definitely turn game down a little bit. Okay, how's that? Any better? Of course, the music also stopped at that point, but I definitely turned it down quite a bit, so we'll see if it continues. Okay, music back in. That's okay. It also doesn't help that the song just started over, so it's quiet. So we'll turn it back up to here, maybe. And I'll keep an eye on the chat. Please let me know if the volume changes in a way that's too loud, too uncomfortable, isn't balanced well with my voice. Also let me know if my voice audio could be adjusted, because I've been playing around with that recently as well. So, alright, let's go ahead and continue in Valdoroja. Just got to get this here, and we'll be ready to go. Okay, still loud in comparison to my voice. I had to remember where we were for a second. Okay, hold on. Gonna go to options. Audio. Well, I guess I want to change it somewhere else, so stick with that. Okay, how about now? I guess let me know if it's still too loud. I'll make more adjustments at that point. Okay, so where we left off, we were just dealing with the bakery, with the windmill, with the wheat farm. This is the crop field that they've got, and it says that they're currently in the harvesting state. Have 0 of 50. And I guess the only way to really tell that that's the case, other than the painted lines, is you've got maybe slightly more texture, unless... No, because there's grass there. I guess it just hasn't grown long enough yet to be noticeable. Great, thank you for audio. Appreciate that. Okay, yep, so this is just them waiting for the raw materials. So as soon as the wheat's done, the millers will do their thing. They can't do anything until their boars get taken by the butchers. And they're working on it. Oh, the game's still paused, which is why nothing's changing. Okay, perfect. Alrighty. So here we are. It's been a week since we've been here in this world, in this game. So I got to familiarize myself with kind of what our next achievements were that we were looking for. We've got this person working as a brewer, but they're only working at half efficiency, because this job is better suited if she were to be promoted, if she were to be a commoner rather than whatever she currently is. No, a citizen instead of a commoner. Yes. In order to do so, she needs one more source of refined food. She's got the meat part, because that's what we've already been producing, but she needs bread. So as soon as that's done, we can promote her. Hold on, we got a fun little thing here. Finally built our own tools. Everyone's happy and excited about that, so let's go. Curious to know how that affects the happiness. Okay, yep, plus 10% on Rejoicing Tale. But we had a bad fair recently. Yeah, tools! We had a bad fair recently, which caused a huge dip in happiness, because they just didn't have a good time when the fair was hosted here. And there's a slight entertainment and housing shortage, but it looks like that was the case previously, with it just being a 1% taken away. I think that's like, it was a problem, but is dwindling as far as the negative effects. So I think we're doing okay. Yeah. So other than that, other than getting her bread, which is just a matter of time for the wheat to be grown, we need to lodge travelers at the tavern. And I don't know that I actually figured out how to make that happen. Hosting guests. Okay, you can let travelers spread the word, but I don't have travelers at all yet. Be summoned by the king after building a barracks. I'm not building a barracks because I don't have a castle in this particular place. Wandering monks at Hospitium. I think that might also be tied to the monastery, which I don't do in this particular scenario. Yep, okay. So, maybe it will just happen over time, because that's when it says, travel. That's when it says that travelers will spread the word of the lodge so that more people can come. Meaning, I think it might just be an event that happens as people get excited about my town, my village, and seeing if they're excited enough about coming here, then they'll come and stay, and that should achieve that. So that's not something I can necessarily directly influence, but I'll work on it. And then this goal that was a tutorial given to me was as soon as I have 50 bread inside storage facilities, then I can go start to improve my travel routes with neighboring towns. So, incredible. Yeah, that's what I was hoping for the last time. We had just barely expanded this warehouse with some additional space so we can start putting more stuff in it. I think let's go with coal because that's something that we just kind of have sitting around here in one of our places. And let's put excess tools as well. And then, let's see. I guess we need bread for that particular thing, but bread goes in a different type of building, so we'll work on it. I guess, based on what we're currently making, let's go ahead and throw some, well, before I get too excited about it, we've got 100 planks there, and just plain old wood here. So I'm going to say, let's do 1 for planks. And then, I guess, if we have excess iron at any point, maybe? I don't know. I think let's start with that, because that's what we got. Okay. And then my storage space for food, the granary. Okay. Got our meat, berries, fish. Let's go. I actually don't know that I have another granary. Did I build one? I don't think so. Oh, we did. Good. Nice. I think I foresaw this coming and set myself up so that I didn't have to stress too much about being in the middle of certain goals. So here we're going to store excess bread, because that's what's needed for that. And also that just kind of keeps the space flowing here. Oh yeah, see? They're growing the wheat. Nice. Okay, so just to keep kind of this workflow going, we're going to put bread there. Let's go ahead and put meat, since I think we're hunting over here and on the other side of the town. And then let's start with that and see what we end up needing more storage space for. Okay, so from there, okay, people are upset about insufficient housing. Who though? Is it this one? Yeah. Wait, you've got food or housing. You don't. Why? You just need a house in general. Because you are... No, a commoner needs a specific type of housing. I don't know. we'll, I think, plant some more or paint some more residential space. And my territory is... I don't have this one yet. But I could. I think let's do it. And then let's go ahead and paint some residential space. And then hopefully they'll actually build enough houses to stop complaining about it. Not that they're not within their rights to complain about whether their housing is sufficient or not, but hopefully that gives them the space they need. Yeah. I also want nice comfy housing, to be honest. Okay, so we have 2 people without jobs. We're running low on meat here. Well, how's that going over here? Wait, that's the sheep. We want the butcher. We got a decent amount of meat. I guess we just don't have the people shuttling it maybe very quickly. Because it also is going over here. A decent amount there too, so I don't know what the problem is. We could add on additional space in the granary. I think we're okay for now. Alright, as far as research, what could we continue expanding? We could make beer production. We've already got the wheat farm, but we'd have to have a hop farm and then a brewery. Although, do we already have a brewery in here? It's specifically a berry one, so we'd have to make a separate building. That's doable, but I don't think necessary yet. I think common wares. Cool, that's just like a basic thing with planks and iron. It'll have a certain type of resource that meets people's needs. So that's an option. Luxury market. Neat. Okay. I don't think that I really have enough luxury items yet to make that worth it. Ooh, stone bridge. That's kind of neat. Or a city fence. I guess I already have village fence, but make it feel more developed this way. Or more decorations. Stonemason hut. Improvement, because I already have the hut itself. I think, well, because that adds more workers being able to work on it, which would be nice. And I think that is a luxury item. But that's again one item. I don't know that it really helps to expand kind of what I'm already doing. Can add on to the wheat farm for more output resources, more storage of the output resources, so more wheat storage, and add more to worker capacity. That might not be terrible. Or I could just add on to the manor house architecture. And it seems to be maybe just decorative more than anything. But if I get that, then maybe I can move on to this tier. I don't actually remember if the next tier gets unlocked if you're not done with this one. I guess let's see. This one requires 50 prosperity, which I'm already at 94, and 75 labor splendor. Oh, yeah, I'm nowhere close with that one. So even if I were to get the next one of these, wouldn't be able to move on yet. So actually, let's just work on making our place look a little nicer. Have decorations to add on to that labor splendor. Cool, we got more immigrants coming in. I'll take it. No access to rustic food. We got berries right here. And another stall over here. Yeah. Oh. But this one only had the space for one. And it, instead of being rustic food, it's the advanced one. Maybe we'll need to add on to that in a minute. But for right now, migrant, we got a trader coming in. Oh hey. We kind of got a bustling city area. These houses look nicer than the shacks that used to exist. Oh, it's because it's a watch post. But this house looks, I think, nicer than it used to. So that's cool. Yeah, because these ones have like slate roof tiles, and then these ones are just like a thatch roof. So cool. That, I guess, is the increased housing quality. Rather than low quality, it's medium quality. Okay, paved roads is something we can work towards for high quality housing. Alright, well, for right now, we'll do decorations, so, because that's a big thing for getting to medium quality. Because a lot of them I don't yet have nice decorations. So, we're gonna filter decorations. Okay, yeah, we can see anything that's highlighted with green currently is already considered within that range. Let's have a little hedge pergola. That's fine. Sure, that's fine, eh? 20. Okay. Back to decorations. Little lantern post. Okay, these houses are all done. But this one's not. So let's go ahead and see if we can get both of these. No, it doesn't look like it. But we'll expand this way. Yeah. Fancy lanterns. Okay. Next, let's go with some decorative barrels. Sure. Okay. That puts that one within range. Maybe, if I put it in the right place. Okay. Sure. I mean, if I were to put it over here, I want to get this house too. But I don't think we've got the range for it, so let's go ahead and put this out here kind of nearby. Well, except, okay, like that. Done. I actually don't know that this gives us any labor splendor. But it's helping with elements of the town, so I'm fine with it. Little wooden torch stand. I like the hanging lantern posts. Okay, why is this one not... What's your deal? Your house. It's still not highlighted in green, though. It only would be at that point. I guess if that's the case, it feels kind of weird to have a lantern just right behind their house, so we will get something else. Give them a little hedge. Yeah, okay. It's gonna go right there. Alright. Now, as far as other homes, what if we go for a rose pergola? Okay, anything that's green is already done. Maybe we go here. Spin it around. And that's still on the path, I believe. Let's make sure. Yeah, okay. Done. All right. A tall pruned hedge. Get 3 houses with that one. Yeah, and it's not in the walking path, so let's do it. I wish there was a way, because you got visibility options. I wish there was a way to just like hide trees or something. Yeah. But that's fine. Beautification. Oh, neat. Okay, so this already tells me ones that are done. That might be a little bit easier to see then. Let's find out. Little oak planter here. Okay, there's a house there, but not there. There's a handful right here, but a pathway right there. So, let's go ahead and put this one right here. And then let's go with another lantern post. This one should actually work a little bit better as far as placement making sense. Yeah, hold on. Maybe not. Maybe I lied. There it is. Okay. We're gonna go right here. Turn it so it's highlighting over the road. Okay, now we gotta get over here. Give us a little terracotta beach planter. Wait a minute. Oh, from that angle it looked so much whiter than it is. We're good. Okay. That'll give us the one, but also just help us expand with future decorations. So let's go with a little terracotta flower vase. And put it right... I didn't put that right in the middle of a pathway, did I? No. Okay, good. But there is a path here that immediately turns there. Okay, cool. Alright. I want both to be green. You know what? Over here's great. I can see through the trees. Done. Okay. Wait. Okay, great. Those are both counted. Now we got more housing over here. Although, yeah, okay. That's the granary. Let's go with... Get some benches over here. I have some on the other side, but I haven't done it over here yet, so... Put a little bench. Up to the side of the road. Say right here. And then we'll expand that range with let's say a little ground brazier. Have a little fire available here. Now, okay, cool. No more houses over there, I believe. I think that's kind of the edge of our territory. So if we can get all 3 of these, that'd be nice. Oh, 4 even. Perfect. Yeah, Let's do it. Oh, because these are both the same house. Because it's high density. Okay, great. Alright. Let's go with another little bench, but we'll make this one stone. Okay, that's our granary. That might be most of our housing over here. Just got like a couple more. So I believe that's a house. Yep. Okay. There's our bench. Done. And we'll go with something else. Maybe a little rose bush. Just right next to this one. Try not to get a trees if I don't have to. Yeah. Okay. Now, as far as residential space, anything that's in that green area is painted to be residential. So, let's do some more decor to get these houses here. Yeah, okay. I just don't want it to be in the pathway. Okay. Go with something else. Let's go with another little pergola. That's kind of fun. And we'll put it here. Don't really like how that's centered, but can I scoot it? Nope. Oh, yeah. Okay. Perfect. There it is. Done. Okay. Those houses are done. Got a few more. Let's go with another little lantern post over here. Okay, we got a house here. Oh, that's the only one there. Okay. Put it right here. And then got some houses over here. Let's go with little, well, go with another road sign. It's been a minute since I did one of those. Unfortunately, this view does kind of make it confusing as far as being able to see actual pathways versus just plain old dirt. And it looks like this might be a pathway behind the house. But instead, maybe I'll just put a street sign out here. Sure. Go with that. Ooh, common path tier 4 has been reached. Common path tier 4. Nice, because we finally hit 100 in our prosperity. Because beautification is part of that. Cool. So that also gives us things like jewelry that can be sold in the luxury market. Cooperage. Okay, making barrels. Dairy farming. Candles. City stone bridge, but in order to get that we need to do the village one first. Can have an extended village edict. Glassworking. Ooh, that's neat. But you need quartz, coal, and tools. And I don't have quartz yet. I wonder if that's a mining thing that I have to go prospect. And then a sculpture workshop. You can just make sculpture. And then more decorations that I need to unlock after doing tier 3. Cool. Well, let's go ahead and... I don't know, do I want to do any of these yet? Probably not, because, yeah, it's not like I'm needing to spend the money immediately. Let's finish up our beauty project here first. Let's give them a little rose bush over here as well. If I can get both of those houses, that'll be neat. But just making sure I'm not building in a pathway. I think this is fine. Alright. Now, are there any... Yeah, okay, there's still a house here. Do some more decor. Maybe just give him a nice little bench. A double bench. Yeah, okay. Okay, path is there, so let's go ahead and... need to get this house. So let's put that right there. Done. Okay. Which one was your nickname in high school? Austere bench, double? Double bench, I like it. Okay, were there any other houses here? These ones seem to all be fine. I think we did it on this side of the river. Let's go, chat. We done it. Now we need to beautify the area on the other side of the river. And not accidentally build in the pathways. Start with that just to have kind of a space to build from. Might as well give him a lantern over here. Cool. There's another house. Okay. Let's put a little bench, maybe? Yeah. Sweet. Give people over here maybe a little rose pergola. That seems like it's set on the pathway, as far as I can tell. Okay. Rose bush maybe over here. Yeah. No access to housing already. Is that actual housing or just the quality that people want? Impossible for me to be able to tell. For sure this is the one. You're a commoner, which means you prefer the better housing. Meaning that you need the medium quality, which is what we're working on. That's kind of our whole shtick right now. Which both of these are being upgraded already, so neat. Next, let's go with a little hedge. Why not? Yeah, okay. Put it right here. Go with an oak planter, maybe. Yeah, right in between all their yards. Okay. We just did a hedge. Hedge if I know. I like it. Very good. Let's give them a stone bench with a backrest. I'm sure they'll love that. Okay. Got a couple houses here, which this by itself isn't going to do it for us, but It's a good place to kind of start with and then expand outward, since the range of those is kind of tied to each other. Let's go with another lantern post here. Like right here, I suppose. Okay. And then we got more, always more housing to make it look nice. Another hedge if I know. Okay. Now what houses are we missing? Okay. All of these are taken care of. I don't think I skipped over any. Yeah. Yeah, because that's not a house by itself. It's a shed that's tied to that, I believe. Okay. And this is a production building. So is that. I don't know if we've got any more housing out here, but maybe over in this direction. No, this is our iron mine. Okay. Okay, but these are houses that do not have beautification yet. Okay, so on this side of the tavern is where we need to work. Let's go ahead and drop this one right here in the little rose bush. And then let's go to get a little road sign. They don't have one on this side of the river yet. Might as well. We can get all 3 houses right there. And let's go ahead and turn it like that, just for the sake of looking nice. Okay. Let's give him a little ground brazier over here. Right, this isn't a house, it's a production building of some sort. I don't think any of this is housing because that's a church. So, expanding over here then. Both of those. Little hedge pergola. Get both of those. If we turn this like that, it doesn't work. Why not? Okay, we'll do it like that, turn it a little bit more. But I want it to look nice and be functional. What do you mean? I think that still will work for us. Okay. You know, I agree. It would both look nice and it would maybe be nice to have something a little nicer. So once these hit the medium quality housing, I think that honestly feels a lot better for me. Like these guys. Look at that. Perfect housing. Other than the fact that they don't have physical doors and this one has a gigantic step up towards it. Easy. Okay. So, back over here. We're almost done, I think, with decoration for now. Throw some barrels over here, why not? Okay, as far as housing goes, I believe... Oh boy. Again, the trees are my biggest gripe. Do a barrel roll. Ugh, man. I remember playing Star Fox. Good times. Okay, well, you're gonna have some barrels in your backyard. Have fun. And then I want to say that might be all the houses for now. But just to keep that area maybe expanding as we get more houses, let's throw another one of those up. Yep, and that's just the mining camp. Great. So, starting with that, how are we doing on wheat? Well, it looks different. It's good. Happy with that. Still no wheat to be had yet, though. Oh, wait, I guess we've had some in the past that's already been harvested. Or they're harvesting currently. I think that might be what's happening. Let's find out. If there's one that shows up after that guy goes back... Oh, I guess maybe he just walked over here. Let's find out. What do you mean no access to rustic food? Go back to the market center here. Nope. Over here. No berries. Where are the berries at? We're going to assign one more person here because I just realized we have 5 people who are unemployed, so they might as well... We might as well fully staff anywhere that we don't have yet. Oh nice, we've already got some full flour that's been done in the windmill. So we can make some bread already, I think. Or we will be able to shortly. Okay, what's your deal? Wood for the king. The king is planning new outposts around the borders. One of his merchant... Wow, hold on. I can do it. Ready? Here we go. The king is planning new outposts around the borders. One of his merchants noticed your woodcutter camps and wants to make you an offer. Now, I did this bad last time because I did not have the resources that were needed. But he wants just plain old wood. We got 267 of them. We can do that easy. Yeah, currently we've got 200 in storage. He needs 150. If I do that within 15 days, we get some kingdom influence and some money. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that, and then I'm just going to hit confirm because we're done with that. We've got the resources needed. Alright, we got some money to work with. Let's go ahead and see mandates. Okay. So if we were to prospect this mineral deposit way out here, that is on this side of the sheep farm, and I think requires 2 territories to expand into. Let's go ahead and purchase 1 territory on this side. Although I think I might have done the wrong one. I should have done that one and then this one. That's okay. We'll start with that. We'll eventually expand anyway. And then we're going to go do that prospecting at that particular mineral deposit. It'll take 20 in-game days, I think, is how that works. And then it'll cost 100 coins. But we'll be able to know what resources are available to be mined over there. And yeah. Now, as far as research goes... Do I need to have a specific thing in order to mine gold? Because this one provided me an iron mining camp, but I haven't seen another mining camp option yet. Because this doesn't have that, just produces gold bars for gold ore. But I don't have gold mining as far as I'm aware. Or quartz mining. So I don't know if I exclusively have to trade for that, or maybe I do already have it and it just wasn't separate. I don't know. We'll find out. I guess if that ends up not being iron over there, then hopefully it'll tell us what to do at that point. Okay. Now this requires 50 bread. And it says we've got 50 bread, so then we need to start the mandate to improve the Northbury trade route. So Let's go into the royal book. No, the mandate is this. This one that costs 50 bread. Yeah. But we need a bailiff, and that bailiff is currently out doing the prospecting. Okay, so that'll be the next thing we do. The Northbury trade route. Now, as far as the storage that I had over here... Nope, that's not it. The granary. Okay, we've already got a decent amount of bread going there. Let's go ahead and do another one because it seems like we're going to need the space. And I think maybe we're going to expand on our little market over here. Let's edit that. Throw on another food stall, since food's something that people seem to be complaining about a little bit. But I don't want to, because I think if the house is highlighted in red, that means if I were to build this, that house has to be destroyed. I don't want that either, because we've got a housing shortage. Okay, so far so good. Can be part of the same market complex, but just a street over. And then let's go with a little blue market tent, maybe. Oh, but no, that expands it too far. Okay, so instead of that, we're going to move you over. Curse me in my condensed housing space. Well, I'll actually put it over here. That'll be fine. Now, this isn't something that I built. This is a berry bush. Okay. And people are... It seems like they're walking there and then walking away, but maybe it's just because they're there at the market, not because it's an issue for their walking space. Regardless, maybe we expand over here. Man. Again, trees. What a mess. Let's go with that. It's not in anybody's way. Throw on a little red tent. And then for some more labor splendor, we could do some other stuff. This is a food stall. Just like that. Okay. And we're going to build that. And then that one... I can't yet put a supply there to be sold, but as soon as it's done, I will put in more food options. And then I think we're running low on berries, so I think I need to make another gathering hut for that. Which I want to say was a pretty early item. But I also don't know necessarily how these are organized. Gathering hut. Yeah, they're not in alphabetical. Couldn't tell you what the ordering is there, because it's also not in order that I got them. So, who knows? Do a gathering hut. I think I already have one on this side, one on that side, so let's get one over here. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go ahead and... Oh, I can't assign workers there until it's built. Let's speed up a little bit just so we can get those two projects done. Looks like a lot of my supplies are also just being used to improve houses, which is great. Happy with that. But it is a little bit unfortunate that it's like part of the same supply, meaning that if I have a big project in mind, but everybody's just kind of renovating their houses because they want to improve them, they also take from my supply, so it can be a little challenging at times. No access to entertainment. Well, I guess it's not you. You? Nope, you just don't have housing. Okay, where's your path blocked? Guess we'll never know. Alright, well... Those notifications are not very helpful to me, I think. Let's see. Still waiting for a builder to be available. I guess all the builders are working on the houses. Which again, great. I think I might just need more builders then. But that then runs me into the issue of I'm out of workers currently. I need more people to migrate in. Let's actually check on that. Sorry for anybody who is sensitive to camera movement. That was a very fast turnaround. Okay. Great, we got Flores who's going to come bring wood and build this one. Now how about the food? Yes, done. Okay. Second person. And this one I think is going to be... Oh, why did it do that? This one's going to be bread. Since we've got a decent amount of it already. Although we also need simple food over on this side. I think that was the original plan for that, but that's alright. Let's go ahead and expand on this one. Let's do another food stall. This isn't a decoration. Yeah, okay, great. So we got that. Oh, but that is a little street sign. I think if I want to put a little tent over it like I like to, that's not going to work. Nope, don't put it right in the middle. Come on, trees. Could do it right across from the church. Might feel a little weird, but you know. Right next to the blacksmith? Is that what that is? Can't see nothing. Oh, right next to the builder's workshop. Sure. And then we'll put a little green tent on it. And apply those changes. Looks like that can be built right up against that, so that's good. Happy with that. And now I have some villagers who their needs are met enough to be considered citizens. Which, yeah. Is that you? Nope, you still just have the one. And your need for entertainment isn't met? You're the one who works here. I guess that makes sense that you'd need entertainment, but your biggest issue is you need berry brew. Because we don't have enough to provide for all the people who come here and want berry brew. So you're one of those people who doesn't have that ability because we don't have enough to go around. So more berries. We've got the water available. But we already were doing more berries with this one here. We'll get 3 of our unemployed people right over there. Okay. Now you will have a third stall. Oh, wait. I have somebody who's unemployed, but you're not willing to come over here? Alright. Well, let's go with, I think, fish here. Because the berries should, I think, be focused more on the mead. But we can't actually, like, put stuff there and sell from there until we have a worker. Now, for the guy who's unemployed, where are you at? Let's sort by job, maybe. Oh, it's gone now. Okay, well. Do I have anybody else? Nope, nobody else has showed up yet to migrate in. Next one's coming in 5 in-game days. So I think maybe let's take away 1 from the windmill. And once they're done, they will be assigned to the marketplace over here. Yeah, and they'll bring fish there. Okay. And with fish being that... Oh, nice. I guess we got more. Okay. Wait. Okay, so the brewer did have their needs met. So we're going to go ahead and promote you to a citizen for the first time. Meaning that you're going to need your entertainment for your essential needs. And then additional needs, you also need some luxury. Which tells us here, luxury is considered gems and jewelry, which we figured. But also herbs and honey. So, cool. Options. Those are things for us to be able to provide. But now, she is producing at 100% productivity. Meaning that she, I think, does that faster. I don't think that resources were wasted, just that it took longer to do the job. So, all right, great. So, the other thing that I was looking at was something. Oh, that's right. Hold on. Okay. I guess I didn't realize that... Oh wait, no, this is the village market. Okay. I thought I was clicking on something else. Yeah, okay, the fisher's hut. That's what I'm looking at. Wait a minute. Why are you eating bread? I don't want you to eat bread. That's... Unless that's just a different... Can you just eat regular food? Or do fisher huts require fancier foods? Or is that just part of your job as this person who wants refined food? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. But, if I could switch that to a cheaper thing, that would be great. But this is tied to the market over here. And I think that would also make me change what's being supplied at this one. Which I don't know if I necessarily want. Well, we want to switch this from berries to fish regardless. I don't want to lose the 15. But they're already being bought relatively quickly. I just don't want more being brought here. So, let's unassign them. Well, okay, I think they just restocked. Okay, I got too greedy. I think as soon as they hit 15, I'm going to switch it, and I'll just lose those 15 and it'll be fine. I'll switch it to fish. Did they just restock again? Come on, you're too good at your job, Mr. Berry Seller. Okay. Now, you know what? I think let's just switch now before it becomes an issue to fish. Reassign anyway. Okay, we lost like 15. That's okay. Because fish aren't going anywhere else. Let me check my trading in my book. Trade routes. No. Resources. I don't want to sell excess fish. But I will sell excess meat past 200. So if I ever make more than 200 meat, I'll sell anything in excess of that. What else we got? Don't want to sell bread because that's not something I have enough of yet. Could sell some planks. Let's say past 250, because they're used in almost every building project. Go ahead and sell those. And then don't need to buy tools anymore since I'm creating them myself. And I will sell anything past a supply of, let's say 80. I've got 60 right now, but they're still being made, so we'll start with that, see how it goes. Okay. More immigrants. Perfect. Now, I think I took somebody out of the windmill, but now I've got more people in town. Are there any other buildings that I have understaffed? These are all houses. Okay, I think maybe I need more patrollers over here. And I think to fix that, I need to build a watch post on this side of town. So let's go ahead and see. I think a watch post was part of the manor house. Okay. So, manor house. Just search it. Easy enough. Okay, and specifically, we want to do another watch post. And let's just go with a little... Well, I guess the larger it is, the more patrollers you can have. Is how it might generally work. So let's go ahead and have one right here. And then throw a little door right there. And then we're going to... That's all that's required for it. We'll give them a little chimney. Why not? Make it look nice. And then I guess anything we add on separately adds to our labor splendor, which is going to be part of that, one of those next tiers of research that we need. Which includes a little hanging lantern in front. That'll be nice. And then let's go with a little tree here. Build all of that. And then as we have more people here, that increases the frequency at which these are patrolled, meaning that they have patrol coverage and can maintain medium density housing, which is good for having more people, less houses, where possible. Because see, I already have some medium density housing that isn't fully stocked, meaning that when we get new people, they still should be happy to be here. I think the notifications that I'm getting sometimes of not having enough housing isn't necessarily because there isn't enough for people to live in, but more because I have some citizen, well, I guess citizens is a different term. I have some villagers who have higher needs and higher expectations of the houses that they're living in. So they want the nicer roofs and things rather than just these thatch roof huts. So for that, you need more commoners, where these guys are just serfs. Yeah. But I could start considering maybe promoting more people. I guess first of all, let's take a look at... I don't know that I saw the notification about the prospecting that happened over here. Is there like a notification window I can look at? Village overview. Okay. So we need 30 houses in high density to complete this scenario that I'm doing. We also need a belfry and host the seneschal in my tavern, and have splendor for labor at 500 or more. So we got a ways to go, but I do think that a lot of those higher quality or like higher tier buildings and types of things will really help to expand that, rather than me just manually adding a bunch of pretty little additions. Okay, and these are edicts and privileges that I've done already. Yeah, okay. Now I could change the taxation of stuff. Oh, my citizens are not getting taxed at all, meaning that they're happy. And I've only got the one person. What would that even change? Give me 5 coins a month? No, you can keep your happiness. Alright. Logs, this is what I'm looking for. But I am going to pause the timer, or at least slow down the game speed, because I think I'm going to miss some things. Okay. Let's see, I wanted to look for... The bailiff found stone in a nearby deposit. Oh, great. Thanks for only finding stone there, my guy. Cool. Well, I guess it's good that we didn't, like, fully expand over towards it. Expensive to just find stone, but I guess that's somewhat realistic. Okay. We wanted to improve the route with 50 bread. That'll take 10 turns. I don't know if improving just means that it will be... like better deals, or maybe they'll actually buy more in bulk, or things like that. My tax guy. Nope, I got a tax collector. That's interesting. Don't know why it says it's still being placed, but, you know, it still did expand my treasury up to 650, so I guess it's fine. Not gonna worry about it. Okay. Overall, I think patrolling's going okay. And my bailiff is doing this thing with the Northbury trade route. So we can speed that up a little bit, because I think there are also other things we can do, like going to another mineral deposit. Thought we already did that one, but I guess maybe it counts as a different one. Oh, okay, it's not the entire chunk, it's just separate sections here. So one is like this, because I think this one was found to be iron. This one's something else. This one's something else. And then this is a different section on this same rock. Okay, cool. That's good to know. So let's go ahead and see, I think as soon as this one's done, let's go ahead and get our prospector out in that direction. But while we're waiting for it, let's go ahead and slow this down so I don't get too far ahead of or behind myself. Just making sure that I center my camera for newcomers as well, so I actually accept them when they come to check things out. Okay, promote villagers to higher status. Okay, yeah, I think we're going to try to do it to optimize job productivity for anybody who that would be useful for. Because these are jobs that require maybe a higher level of competence, of civil, like, because you've got like basic serfs, and then commoners, then citizens. So all of these are serfs, but their jobs are better fit for commoners. So we'll do another 4 of those. And our money's already down to 200. Okay. And then these ones are promotions to citizens, where their job would be better done by a citizen. I think the bailiff might be a good person to have upgraded, so we'll stop there, I think. Oh, but the tax collector also don't have money for it. We're going to wait for now. Because I think maybe that upgrade comes a little bit too soon for some, because... what's your deal? Don't know what kind of housing necessarily is wanted by citizens. I probably should have looked that up first. Hopefully medium quality is still good enough for them. But they do need luxury items, so I think that's going to be our next thing to kind of inch towards. So... we got more houses out here now that I need to work on beautification real quick, just so they can start being medium quality housing. Or, yeah, medium quality. Let's give you a little young oak tree. Done. Okay. I think these ones... one of them is beautified, the other one's not, because that must be a new house. So let's go with a little rose bush. Is this road? Don't want to build on a road if possible. Yeah, right here's good. Okay, done. And this one needs beautification as well. Let's put a little bench here as well, I think. And I think those are all the houses currently. Perfect. All right. Now, we've got your thing. How's our berries looking? Okay, great. Fish here. We are running low on fish because I guess the amount of fish required as my main source of rustic food isn't enough to go around, so I think I need to get another fisher going. But luckily our berry brewery has enough berries. And you know what I just realized? It's not that the fisherman was eating bread like I thought was the case. It was that I had the menu of this underneath and they stacked somehow. So that's my bad. I thought that was part of this menu. It's not. The fisher doesn't need specific, like, food tied to their job. But I think we need more fisher hut. So let's go ahead and build another one of those. Again, it's to the point where I just need to start typing in the names of the buildings that I'm looking for. Hopefully I know the names of them. Okay, this one is also one that produces a kind of waste, which is fine. And I think that's great, right next to the stonemason hut. Okay. We'll build that right there. Out of curiosity. Cool. That's the entirety of that territory there. Could also expand across the way here if I want to. We'll see. Because how's my current income looking? So this month I'm currently working at a deficit, but it's because I think a lot of my taxes haven't fully come in yet. And a lot of that has gone to construction. Well, not a ton, I guess. Most of it's gone to mandates. That makes sense. The cost of sending my bailiff out to do mandate things has built up quite a bit. Fair enough. Okay. So, still in progress. Negotiating trades with Northbury. I think I will kind of hold that over here. About to get some more migrants in, which is great. And then hopefully my worker comes soon for the fishing. Now, as far as our granary over here, I think we can get rid of fish there because I'm going to be using enough of it just regularly. Let's go ahead and switch this one to... Let's go with another bread maybe. Or maybe we hold off until we get something else. Maybe berry brew. Let's go with that because this one can only hold so much at once. Just the 20. I think it's being used enough that maybe not. That was a bad idea. So, get rid of berry brew. I think maybe we just go with more berries. Can't hurt, and that way we have them on hand for the berry brew if needed. Okay, fishing ready. Got someone on it. Now hopefully that's enough, but with that maybe being my primary source of rustic food, since the berries are only going in the brew, maybe we go with another one. It can't hurt. And I might as well make sure that I have a strong foundation for things as my village expands. Maybe we don't need to go all the way over. Just have a little neighboring one. Great. Okay. Now, is there anything in here that I haven't yet built? Got my tavern, forester camp, lumber camp. I might need to build another tavern, to be honest, but we'll get there at one point. Butchery, wheat farm, windmill. Yep, we've got all these so far. Manor house. Yeah, okay, we're there. So, I think with my money, first of all... Hey, we've done that. Great. Now, what does that mean? Let's go ahead and take a look at how that changes our trade routes. Okay, this is level 2, meaning they can trade... I didn't see what the notification for that second thing is. Okay, just that we finished the trade route. Great. Alright, so back to trade route. Before, they could only have a volume of 45 quantity that could be traded for each item. Now they can buy up to, or sell up to 90 per item that they're trading. And the volume of the upgrade. Quantity of resources bought and sold on this trade route in the last 30 days. Okay. Once you reach that amount, then you can do the new mandate to upgrade it. So, already since we did the upgrade, we're at 28 out of 80. This one's ready for it, which is why we saw in the mandates we could upgrade my thing to middle. Let's see here. But they require polished stone. Now Trotbury requires tools. I don't have a lot of tools, but I think let's go ahead and make that investment because I'm still making tools. Should be fine. Okay, now we've got people without jobs. Gotta take care of that. So, one here. And then is there a building that we can research or have more of that'll take more workers? Let's go to progression. I mean, a whole new process of making beer or something would, in fact, take up quite a bit of worker number of workers, which would be nice. Trying to see if there's anything else that's more urgent. No, let's start with that. And that cost me 100, but that's okay. Oh, I'm down to 18. That's okay. I forgot that doing the mandate and this would cost 100 each. Okay. We got 2 buildings that are new. Because we already have the wheat farm. And I think that seems to be doing a decent amount as far as the amount of bread we're getting. But I think we might need it to either expand the space of our wheat fields or maybe get another wheat farm in order to, because this one's adequately sized for the current amount of workers. Might need another one to keep up for the demand for the beer as well, because I've got a hop farm which costs 100. Okay. Yikes. This one does not produce waste, so that's good. Okay, but where's the door at? There we go. Okay, what's that noise? I like that. Oh, that's the butcher. Nice. Much nicer without the smell, I think. Okay. Hop farm. I imagine it will have a similar thing to that one where I paint out the space where the hops can be grown in. Yeah, I've got 0 wheat and only 44 bread, so I think I might need another wheat farm. That's okay. After we've got the hop farm done, then we need a brewery to combine wheat, hops, and water. And this one does create an undesirable living space. That's right, I did expand out here. Great. And go ahead and just put it right here on this side. Just have the hops go straight to it. Okay. Little stairway up. Sure. But that costs 200. So that's going to be a minute. That's okay. We will do that once we've got the income. Come on, Evart, you can do it. Bring your 20 tools needed for this one. And 15 polished stones, which I've only got 22. And planks. Okay. Yeah, I mean, as expected, the higher quality and higher tier buildings require higher quality and higher tier materials, so fair enough. Now, I think I have within my trading resources my selling polished stones past 10. Ooh, yeah, I don't think I can afford that anymore. I don't think we can sell them because they take so long. I guess I'm not really selling a lot anymore. Because the common clothes are more consistently being needed by commoners, which more and more of my civilization is. But if we ever have more, like any in excess of 75, I'll sell any excess of that. Okay. Still selling meat past 200. That might not be realistic. Maybe we'll just say anything past 170 can be sold. Okay. Where's your path blocked? They keep saying that, but then they make it where they need to go. So I don't really know what I'm doing that causes the path to be considered not, like, accessible. But so far I have not actually clicked on that notification and found anybody who's actually stuck. So we'll just kind of let that keep happening. Okay, now how are things going on this building? Still bringing the planks, but they already brought the everything else, so that's good. Speed things up to ×3 for a second. And then keep an eye on... Okay. No migrants yet, that's fine. There we go. No, never mind. I saw somebody walking with something and assumed that that was for me. It was not. Okay. There we go. Let's go, Big Veer. You got it, my guy. Building that hop farm. But, yep, he's on break now, which is fine. Go take your break. Hop farm will be here when you're ready. As soon as that's done, I can assign the farmers, which my guess is similar to the wheat farm. There will be space for 3 of them. And then the brewery here, I think, will take probably a lot more workers, similar to the bakery or the windmill, maybe. Maybe it's only going to be 3 or 4 like the bakery. Guess we'll find out. Okay. Back over here. We got a migrant. Let's go. I forgot we did expand over in this direction, so we can also build things over here. If we've got the money for it. Now I could, it would be a temporary dip in happiness, but it wouldn't be a huge deal, is to discuss a levy. We summon people to the Great Hall to discuss a potential levy. They're not too happy to, but they know they will pay if they have to. But you know they will pay if they have to. They'll immediately lose 30% of happiness, but I would gain an immediate income. And I think that's going to be worth it. Sorry, everybody. I know you're unhappy about it, but thank you for contributing. That does a lot for us. Okay. So, we are going to build new buildings. I'm going to slow things down a little bit because if I get too focused on where I'm building stuff, events will pass me by. Okay. Let's say we want to do another wheat farm over here, maybe. Right there. Turn it like that. Well, let's even get it closer to the road so there's more space. And that costs 25. Easy enough. Once that's done... Oh, I guess we can already assign the farmers, but once it's done is when we'll be able to decide where the fields can go. Back across the river, I've now got enough money to do the brewery. And we've got 3 people for the hop farm. I'm gonna say you can take all this space anywhere where it will allow you to plant. This is adequately sized for the amount of workers. Too large. Okay. So instead, we'll cut it back to adequately sized. And that's where the hops are going to go. Perfect. And then the brewery is being built currently, or at least the materials are coming in. Great. Now how are things doing with the mandates? We can't levy again for another 5 days, but that's fine. I don't think the happiness could take it again. We could promote some more. This is almost done. Our bailiff is coming back to town already, which means that that trade route's going to be improved. And then I can... Done! Hey, there it is. Great. I can welcome 5 commoners in exchange for 20 labor influence. I don't think I necessarily need that yet. I could revise an edict or a labor privilege. I don't want to do that. Okay, we were going to do another mineral deposit out here. Let's go ahead and prospect that for 100 coins. Guess the bailiff doesn't get any rest, but that's okay. Okay. That means I do have at least one of every building. How's the wheat farm going over here? Okay, building is built, so we just gotta paint space for the crops. You know what? Yeah, you can go across the road too. That's fine. Adequately sized. Too large. Okay. We'll just kind of scoot back. Perfect. Now they will do the maximum amount of space for the amount of workers we got here. And then hopefully that provides enough wheat for us to be able to do more baking. I also don't have flour. So maybe we need another system of windmill and bakery over here as well. Because having them run it to the exact opposite side of the entire village, I don't think is going to be helpful for productivity. So we'll go ahead and have a windmill here. I'm not going to be able to fully staff it because I've only got the 2 people currently. I got 4 people currently. And then we'll need a bakery. I'm just going to search it. Okay. I might have made a mistake with that in that I wish I could turn it a little bit just for the sake of looking pretty. It'll cost 1 coin more and a couple of resources, but that's fine. I'm happy with that, just for the sake of aesthetics. Okay, doors on both sides. That looks more like the front door. So, that's where it's going to be, because we got a little sign. Okay. Alright. I also realized that I haven't yet assigned any workers or any employees in the brewery, so that's something we're going to need to do. So hopefully I get more migration, because we're starting to run low on people again. Now already I think we're doing much better as far as supply of fish, which is nice. With a single stonemason here, and then I think 1 over here as well. They're definitely not keeping up with the workload. Now I could just build another one, or I could consider progression into stonemason hut improvements, and I think maybe that's going to be the way to go. Requires 100 coins. I've only got 18 right now. Nope, 82. What is this? Oh. Based on the highest overall monthly profit. Okay, so that's different than what I currently have. Okay. So I'll be able to research that once I have 100 coins, and then pay to add on 2 existing stonemason huts. I could also just build another stonemason hut, but I think they also cost money, so might as well wait to just improve the ones I've got to maintain maybe a little bit more space. And we'll go from there. More people coming in 2 days. Now I don't know if my churches are enough, because I have 130 people here, but only a maximum capacity of weekly attendance of 48 and 24, I think. So, 72. But I know that not everybody requires, like, a church service. That guy does, but theoretically... Nope, you also need it, and don't have it currently? Okay. Maybe I need to consider another church. Because everyone I'm clicking on seems to want to go to church, which is fine. Just would have been nice to, I guess, be notified if people aren't finding enough space to, or enough time to do their worshipping. No access to goods? What do you mean? Oh, just plain old goods, common clothes, common wares. Okay. Okay, but why is there a housing shortage? What do you mean? We have houses. Are you just upset because you're a citizen, which means you have higher standards? Let me actually check our help option here. Citizen. Housing quality. Citizens prefer high quality housing. Okay, so that's why you're upset. So I need to start paving some roads in order to have more citizens be happy with me. I don't know that I have paved roads as an option yet. Nope, not what I meant to click on. I want you. Paved roads. No. Okay, didn't mean to do that with the camera, but it's fine. A citizen left? What do you mean? I paid to upgrade you to a citizen. Now we have to go back to somebody who's a serf. Fine, we'll upgrade you to a commoner, but I can't afford to get you to a citizen again yet. Okay. Yeah, I think that dip in happiness did really affect people who already weren't particularly happy. Overall, it was fine, but for a few people, I think it was kind of an issue. So far, we're doing okay otherwise, though. Okay. So, I think I also need to expand out this market for some non-food items. So let's go ahead and grab us a goods stall. Right here. And we'll throw a blue tent over the top of it. And it's a goods stall. And we'll apply those changes. Once that's done, I'll put common clothes over there. Now it's interesting how low we're running on clothes, so maybe I need to make another system of wool, sheep, and all that jazz. Because we have no cloth, we have no clothes. But we have a decent amount of wool, so what's the holdup there? Oh, I guess a weaver maybe have left my village, meaning that we're working at half productivity there. Yeah, because the tailor's workshop's just waiting for cloth, and then the cloth is just needing to be done through the wool. But this job would be better done by serfs, unfortunately. Or not by serfs, by commoners, but they're both serfs right now. So I think let's go ahead and promote both of you to make that process better. And then see how these buildings are going out here. Okay, not done yet, but being built. The moment it's done, I can start assigning people out. this up just a little bit. By that I mean double time, I guess. And, okay, we got space for some millers to work. Start with 3 so that I still have 1 to be assigned elsewhere. How's that? Brewery. Nice. Okay, only 1 brewer. Interesting. And it looks like I don't have the 1 unemployed that I was hoping for. That one's going to go away here in a second because it did the last time I tried this, and it wasn't assigning someone. So, I think we're going to take 1 away from the mill here and have them be a brewer. This is also a job that would be better for a citizen. And I am currently, after upkeep costs and things, I am in the red. So, we hit another roadblock that way, but that's all right. Still got a good amount of berries that are coming here. We've got a good amount of wool. Cloth is starting to be made again, but definitely ran into that issue of having one of my weavers leave. Because they, I guess, just didn't have the requirements in housing and things that they required. Alright. It's good, that's happening. And then hopefully I'll get another migrant here, because immigration's high. Should be coming in shortly, within 7 days, but there might have just been a group who came in or something. Nope, guess not. That's fine. Okay. Bakery's done. Is there anywhere I can take workers away from? I think maybe getting rid of a transporter from a warehouse. Swap them over to the bakery. Which again is better for higher level people. Great, we got some more people coming in. Now the question is, why is the cloth not getting made from the wool? Am I storing the wool somewhere? I guess highlighting over it would tell me. I got 100 in storage and 50 that are currently in production somewhere. So, you're here, you're here. Thank you for coming. We'll throw another baker on, another miller, and then I think I wanted something over here. Okay, no, both of those are fully stocked. I think we're going to do another miller over in this one. Okay. Oh. Did that not do it? I guess those two are either on their way out or already assigned somewhere else and walking towards those jobs. Not sure. But that's fine. We need a worker here. Uh-oh. That's right, because we were going to have somebody sell clothes over here as we get stocked up with the wool to cloth. Okay. There's our wool. If I switch it immediately, then those just get lost. So I'm going to say empty the stock of wool. Meaning that hopefully, if we don't have wool in other places, they will just automatically be brought from there to the Weaver Hut. And once that's done, we can see about putting maybe something else in that spot. Yeah, okay. People are still getting past the complaints about the levy that I gave them, but we're doing okay. I suppose maybe... Oh boy. yellow as far as unhappiness here, but what are we seeing here about, is that income worth it? Okay, based on the budget, we make $326 in taxes a month, and I'm eating it all up in all sorts of things. If I didn't buy anything, just $210 in upkeep, so I'd be down to $110 that I could spend without going in the red. Okay, that is a problem. So I either need to increase my trade options or increase the taxes that I'm giving people. If I were to increase this to here, an extra 90 coins wouldn't be terrible, but 10 less happiness would be kind of rough. 10% for those people that are considered commoners. And they're more likely to leave already because their needs are particular. So we're going to have to hold off on taxes for a minute and try to get better trading. Trade price bonus. Refunding tools used after constructing a building part. Yeah, maybe eventually we can switch that one out, but as it stands, I think I would prefer to keep it as is. I don't remember if this mandate... Okay, it's still in progress. Great. Okay, trade bonus is higher with certain villages, and the price is lower from also those certain villages. So, meaning, I think that the price of me buying from them, not of them selling to me. Upkeep of production building parts. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see about adding on to that. Okay, where are you? And you wanted to go over here. Over here like here? Or here? Don't know, it's not very clear. Okay, well, as soon as we get more people, I'm going to assign somebody here to sell clothes. Iron ore for the elders. They're looking for iron ore as a nearby village is dramatically running low on tools. One of their merchants has seen my quarry and wishes to make me an offer. Oh man. A chance to sweeten the deal, which would be fine, except you require 150 iron within the next 15 days. And I've only got 61 in storage at the moment. Is there any way for me to peek at... No, there's not. But I'm pretty sure I have an iron mining camp over here and over here. But I need that to be pretty constant to keep churning out tools. Well, supposedly, there's no negative outcome if I don't complete it. So, we'll try it out. I don't know that it's likely to happen, but we're going to slow down time to 1 times speed. Maybe see if we can throw another iron mining camp out there. And hopefully I get more workers here soon so that I can really make use of that. There is iron that can be had right here. So let's go ahead and... Oh, but it costs money that I don't have. Interesting. 25. I gotta wait until that's done. Yeah, I don't know that I will meet the requirements of 150 in storage. But we're gonna do our darndest. See what we can churn out. Is there an empty space in one of my storage facilities? I'm happy to get rid of 4 stone. It'll be lost in order to make space for more iron ore, because this can only hold 100 and we need 150 in the end. Oh no, we lost so much iron in storage because somebody took a bundle of it to go actually have be used, which is fine. That's kind of what it's supposed to do, but yeah, I don't know if our remaining 13 days is enough. We'll find out. Okay, got money for this. I'm gonna go ahead and buy it before I lose money. Now, as far as workers go, I have the one here to sell common clothes. As soon as I have enough clothes to actually take there for selling. And then everything else seems to be going pretty well. Just throw another 2 millers here. And a baker here. Now I think my workers are all assigned out. Yeah. Okay. Well, from there, I suppose we could hopefully get some more money. How are things going with this mandate? Is it done yet? No. Okay. Gonna speed this up just enough to get hopefully that built. Okay, slow it back down. Yeah, 11 more days and we've only got 36 in storage. We'll find out. It's possible, but unlikely. And I think we're going to actually get rid of 2 more millers to assign them immediately to the iron mining camp. Come on. He was building it. It's so close. Can't assign the workers until then, though. Here we go. Perfect. 2 miners. Can do. About to get some money from these 2 trades. Trotbury is one that we upgraded our thing. And no, maybe Northbury was? Hold on, let's find out. Trade routes. Northbury and Trotbury. Yes, they were both upgraded. Cool. Costs 30 bread to upgrade or to unlock the trade route with Davenport. And then we need some clergy influence for the Kinstone Abbey and some kingdom influence for the Castle Harbor. Okay. Got 9 days left and 42 in storage. It's not nothing, but it's not 150. Okay, and if I were to edit the iron mining camp, there's not currently an option to increase the amount of workers or anything. Okay, our weavers are still here. our tailors are still here. And their job is best done by citizens, but they're serfs, so they are not doing particularly well. It's cost money, but I gotta make some commoners. I can't quite upgrade them to citizens yet. But I think we're gonna have to do all three of them. Because common clothing is, as you would expect, common for commoners to want. So we need to increase our productivity. As serfs, they were working at 25% productivity, so at least half speed is better than a quarter speed. And hopefully that will help keep that in check so that our happiness for commoners is still high enough that people aren't leaving. We keep saying housing is insufficient, but we have empty spaces in homes, and we just need commoners to want to live in those houses, and they'll be upgraded to medium quality housing. Oh, I wonder if the complaints are... I think they are. For people who are citizens, not commoners. They want high quality housing. And to do that, gotta click on a house. High quality requires paved roads and resident citizens. Cover dirt paths with a road paving painting. And have a paver upgraded. I don't have a painting option there. Roads? Milling taxes. Interesting. Yeah, the trees always. It's fine, but ugh. Always a little frustrating. Okay, city fence. Stone bridge. Unlocks bridges in my village, but I want paving roads. Is that a thing maybe over here? Because supposedly I'm not necessarily supposed to even build these for this particular campaign. Let me look up paving in the help section. I think this is how paver was spelled. Well, that's not helpful at all. Paved roads. Require stone resources to the pavers, and having them upgrade dirt paths using the road paving painting. To effectively manage them, multiple pavers yards. Okay, how do I get a paver's yard? Oh, it had a U in there. Pavior. Nope, still didn't show up here. Okay. I would like for this help section to be maybe a little bit more comprehensive to any particular, like, option. Like, where do I get a paver's hut? Maybe I just gotta look at all these and see if it's mentioned anywhere. Paved roads. Okay, yeah, I just straight up missed it. Cool. So it's here. We need 75 labor splendor. We got 38, so we gotta make some buildings look quite a bit nicer. I think maybe we'll look to upgrade our watch post. It's gonna cost money, so I don't think we can actually do it yet, but we'll throw a little weather vane on top. That adds 3. Yep, we didn't hit the iron ore requirement because we've only got 82 in storage instead of the 150 that was needed. What's going to be a good amount of... We'll throw a simple passageway on there because that adds another 3. Oh, and it doesn't cost money. Just the resources. Okay, I'm happy with that. Is there a rift stable maybe on the back end of it? Come on, trees. Come on. There we go. You know what? That looks great. Happy with that. Okay. So while it didn't cost money, we're going to get an extra 6 labor splendor, putting us up to 44. I can do math, I promise. More or less. Oh great, and there is space for more watchmen and patrollers as soon as I have more people to fill in those roles. And I think I do want at least another patroller. We'll stick with that for now because I think we still can fill out the windmill here and the bakery. Okay. All right. Happiness is rough. Don't have enough refined food. Which I don't understand, because that's bread, which we got an okay amount, and meat, which we have... Oh, it's because we have none. Where's the meat? Hello? Did my workers leave their posts? Nope, we got 2 hunters. We got 2 butchers. They're working at 100% productivity. But these guys are hunting, and these guys are waiting for the boars. About my other hunter. No resources to extract, so they have found all the boars in my territory? Is that right? No way. Or maybe it's just saying currently nobody can take any meat or any boars from there because they haven't yet put them down. I think that's more what that means. No, because this one says no, or missing raw materials. This one says no resources to extract. Is that, oh, it's because there's a painting tool for hunting that I forgot about. Okay, well, first, all of this area. Okay. So, hunting can be expanded out here. So this is definitely a expendable... They can only hunt so many before they go away, which makes sense. But that makes sense why that is not going very well for me. Okay, how about here? Hunters. Let's go ahead and expand painting to this area. And that's no good at all. I wish there was a way to, like, keep a source of hunting available in one area. You know what? I don't know if that means you're going to walk all the way around, so we're just going to kind of do this to provide you a path through if that's what you require. Oh boy. Okay. Well, no wonder people are upset. Makes sense. I just wish that they would, like, maybe notify me. Or because sometimes there's a lot more notifications, maybe they'd, like, notify me repeatedly that they specifically need me to order them to hunt more. I don't know. Okay, you're here. And I'm gonna throw you over into the baking position. Okay, another thing, celebrating berries. With so many berries in storage, the elders would like to host a trading fair dedicated to the tasty little red fruits. If you can ensure everyone has a good time, there is a good chance the trading value of this resource will improve. Meaning that I get trade bonuses just in general, but also specifically of berries. And happiness bonus, just if we succeed in this. In 3 weeks, I need to have my happiness level at 75. If not, then I lose some labor influence, and also happiness dips by 25%. Okay, so I need 18% to jump from here. Now that I maybe just solved the meat problem, that's refined food, that would hopefully take care of both the refined food shortage section of 7%, but then also take away the 15% refined food. And that would put us over the edge already, theoretically. But the question is, can that happen in 3 weeks? Because my happiness needs to be at 75, or else they immediately take that dip because the berry fair did not go well. I could order them to work double, which either makes them focused or panicked, and makes my berry yield much less. I don't need more berries. And that doesn't change the overall result. But I would need to assign berries to the village market for that to happen. I don't think I'm going to order them to work double. We're just going to host the fair. We're going to try it. We're going to see. We're going to do our best. Going to slow things down because I'm fighting against the clock here. And I do think I'm going to build, well, yeah, I'm going to go with another market. I think I'll just add on to this one with a food stall. Turned there. Throw a little green one on top. Food. Add some labor splendor. Might as well have another roofed stable over here just to add on to that splendor, because that's working towards our other goal of being able to upgrade for paved roads, which will help our citizens stay happy. And we're going to build that. Once that's done, we'll have a place for the berries to be sold, which is going to be part of this hosting the berry fair. Then we'll see how it goes. We've got boars going. And there's my little, there we go, hunter's hut. Okay. They've got enough close to them that I'm not too concerned yet. Oh, but I was going to check. There's a decent amount of hunting space over here. So maybe I also make another hunter hut over here. Although, this is the end of my territory currently. Maybe I just buy that new territory when I can. And in the meantime, I think I will have the hunter's hut down here. Okay, great. This is built. We just need to assign berries. So that's done. As soon as we have a worker, we'll have one be sent there, and then a couple to this hunter's hut once it's done. And then hopefully that's going to give us enough happiness to boost us up to the 75 that we need. Refined food shortage unhappiness is increasing, which is a problem. I guess I could drop taxes temporarily, but I don't know how quickly that affects the happiness, or if it's kind of a slow burn to decrease from the 12% unhappiness they currently have. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, market. Just waiting on immigration. Got another person coming. I think it doesn't seem like it's concerned that there's not a person actually taking the berries or selling them at market, so I won't add a person yet. I will send that person to this hunter's hut once it's done. Speed that up just a little bit. There's the tools, I think. Yes. And it's being built. We got our new person. Let's go, Floris. You got this. Please tell me that you don't have to take a break yet. You're welcome to, because I know it's important for everyone to have, but this is really important as far as the timeline here. Okay, we're starting to get some meat going. The refined food shortage has gotten less unhappy, which is nice, in the events section. Okay, turns out Beatrice, or whatever her name was, took the break. That's fine. We got Erard coming to fix it. And then, as soon as that's done, it's almost there. You can hear him working hard. Almost done. And we can assign a hunter. It only works at half productivity because there's 2 spaces for workers, but we only have the 1 at the moment. I think we can have 1 less miller to have another hunter. And then we need to paint hunting space. Okay, now hopefully that'll help. We're still waiting on immigration. Now, because employment's high, that is pushing for more immigration, but because the happiness is already not very high, that does affect when we get more people coming in. We got 14 days to somehow turn this around and get us 16% more happiness. Okay, what's your deal? Why are you as a baker so unhappy? You only have 1 source of refined food. And you are so negatively affected by the goods shortage, the entertainment shortage, and the refined food shortage. Well, you by yourself, I feel like, affect this so much. I think it would be nice if you went and got yourself some refined food now that we're starting to get more of all of it. It's just not fast enough. Man, we're hitting a wall. Last time it was until we had enough stuff to make tools, but now it's all of our refined food seems to run out at the same time. But we've got 45 meat, 50 meat, and 5 bread. We're working on it, I guess. Okay, how are things going over here? Got plenty of beer made. Of course, you're just a serf, meaning you're working at 25% capacity. I think I could switch maybe in the tavern between different drinks. I think maybe I need to make another tavern for entertainment purposes as soon as I have the money for it. And then I can sell beer there instead. Oh, some visitors came. Great. They cheered up my villagers. So 15% happiness there, like as a boost. Oh boy. I'll be interested to see where that puts us, but I think it's going to put us real near what we're looking for. But we'll see if it's enough. Don't know when we had visitors. Didn't super tell me, but I'm not upset about it. If I were to just expand this lounge, I think that would make more space for entertainment. Throw a cabin on the side or something. Or maybe just nearby. Don't love the way that looks at that angle. But I guess it has to be kind of sloped in order to... Oh, nope. Okay, that's good. If I were to do that, that would just give me 4 more capacity. It's not great. I guess this tells me I could add more. Just 10 with a thatched hall. I think maybe we clear changes. And then we're just going to add on another thatched hall for another 10. And then if we raise it up, that'll cost the resources, but it looks like it doesn't cost money. And that'll add on an extra 15. And then just for the labor splendor, let's throw on a thatched dormer. Hey, we're at 79%. We've done it. Okay, okay. If we can just maintain that for the next 9 days, we're there. We'll have our berry fair, and things will be good. So I just need to make sure that things continue going upward as far as all of the other reasons that people are unhappy, and we'll be able to pull it off. But it will be nice to be able to double my tavern capacity. Man, it would be nice if you could work faster, but it cost me 100 to upgrade you, and then there's no way for us to make you actually happy with your housing until we can get paved roads, which we can't do until we have 75 labor splendor. Oh boy, okay. Is there a quicker way to get labor splendor? No. Yes. Labor influence, maybe? Could we do something here? I could spend labor influence. I want to gain some. That would be nice. Because trading is kind of a part of that. At least the labor influence part, but labor splendor. Nope, I think I just gotta keep making things look nicer, which costs money. But that's okay. You know what? As long as we're editing this building, let's throw a little barrel sign on it. Oh, that's right. I tried to do this last time, but I couldn't figure out how to make it like, it doesn't look like anything. So we're actually gonna clear that change. Maybe have a little... We'll throw another thatched dormer on the side of this one for another 4 labor splendor. And we'll do one on this side too for another 4 there. And actually, let's go ahead and edit this one some more too. Throw some more windows on there. Let's actually put 2 on the front. And 1 on the back. I think that's a quick and easy way to increase that labor splendor by quite a bit. And if this is going to add 4 for each of those, that's going to be an extra 16. So we're going to be close. Not quite there, I don't think. Oh no, happiness is down to 73. And we got 6 days. My boost of delighted visitors is no longer doing its job, although the unhappiness of refined food has decreased quite a bit, so that's great. Yeah, okay. Maybe I just temporarily decrease taxes. It's going to be kind of a Hail Mary that might screw me as far as income for the next little bit, but hopefully that gives me the boost we need. Okay. Now hold on just a second. It looks like maybe I might be having some sort of connection issue, possibly. It's telling me that maybe I'm not connected to chat at the moment. So I'm going to see if that's an issue. Yeah, okay. Alright, it looks like maybe the stream, or at least the recording, is still going. Sorry about the delay there. It looks like maybe my internet is currently unhappy. So I'm working on getting the stream back up. So thanks for sticking with me recording, but let's see here. Hold on, it's telling me I'm going to pause this recording. I will be right back. On here. Okay, we're back, I believe. Let's find down here. I'm refreshing everything just to make sure. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I now see the chat. Yeah, people need to be mad it's Monday. Yep. Absolutely. And of course the internet's gonna be still not showing, eh? Are we back up yet? Oh, hold on. Okay, we're back. We're back. So sorry about that, everybody. Oh, still might be an issue. Okay, I might be back. It seems like I'm having some connection issues, which is unfortunate. Because I'm not using Wi-Fi. I'm hooked in via Ethernet. Yep, sure are. Okay, I'm gonna keep hoping that this pans out here for maybe just another minute or two, but if it continues being frustrating and not working because of larger maybe internet issues via like my provider, or maybe something to do with the router being frustrating, I don't think it's worth troubleshooting enough to just be able to do an extra 30 minutes, because by the time I'm done with it, it won't be very long anyway. So we'll stick with it just a little bit more. We'll see. And if it continues to be this way, then we will just go ahead and call it for the evening. So let me know if it's still down, because according to my side, it says it's connected and that I'm on stream, but it does say that my connection is unstable. So if it drops again, we'll find out. I'm so sorry. Thank you for sticking with me as much as you have. Yeah. Yep. Knocking on wood right now. Okay. So back to this. We got 4 days, and we somehow need a boost of currently another 7% in happiness. The biggest issues are taxes. I think we're going to lower those again, and hopefully that pushes us over the edge. Royal Book. We're going to drop taxes down to 0 from them, which means we will definitely be in the red for our regular budget, but hopefully, with that being the majority of our group, their happiness is affected quickly enough to be okay. So we got 4 days. We got 4 in-game days. Oh boy. Oh gosh. And no migrants yet. I wonder if taxes, the happiness benefit only comes around once a month when taxes are collected. That would make the most sense to me, of course. Like, that would be realistic, but come on. I'm just hoping and praying for some sort of, okay. Minus 11%. Okay, we need a boost of 5% here, somehow, some way, in 3 in-game days. Why couldn't the visitors have come slightly later to give me the boost that lasted just a little bit longer? Okay, 3, 8. Oh, I spoke too soon. We do have delighted visitors, which immediately give us a 15% boost. We did it. Okay, we got 2 in-game days for this to need to last, but I think it will. At which point, we will get that benefit. Which seems to be maybe a permanent benefit when selling berries and also just in general. So I'm happy with that. Let's go ahead and throw a worker on here just to make sure that that doesn't affect the berry fair. Okay, 2 hunters going on there. Let's go ahead and put somebody in the windmill. Yeah, go with another windmill person, and there we are. Unless I've already forgotten somewhere else that needed to be staffed, but we'll find out. No way, did my bailiff quit again? Okay. Alright. Happiness is less impacted by 10%. Trade bonus or trade bonus. Less impacted, what does that mean? Just in general? I think that might be good for now while we're still waiting to upgrade our quality of our housing. Alright. The elders value my fair influence. They've invited traders from the labor estate to allocate more resources, sweetening trade opportunities with you temporarily. Okay, so a 10% trade quantity bonus that is temporary, but then it seems like the berry bonus is forever, unless this is a separate thing entirely, which could be. Looks like it is, because that's a different thing. We gotta wait 1 day for the berry fair to be over. Okay. As soon as that's done, I gotta do taxes like immediately back up to here. Okay, berry fair's done. We did it. Okay, we got 10 more labor influence, which is the cap currently. So I need to start spending that if I want to keep making more. And then the bonus on berry trades. Okay. Well, now that I've got a bailiff, that I imagine... Well, let's do taxes first. Okay. Jumping 15% in negatives. But they do have a 25% bonus for having the fair and being happy with it. Oh, and good news, it looks like my stream connection is showing as excellent rather than whatever I said it was before, like spotty or unstable, I think is what it was. So, good thing that'll last us for another 22 minutes till we're done. Okay. Look in here. Happiness is at a maximum, so we're going to get a lot of people soon. Wanted to go back to the manor house. It was the bailiff. I think your job is best done by a citizen. So we'll at least upgrade you to a commoner to be more proficient with the job. And then hopefully that'll work out. Okay. Alright, we've done it. We hit our labor splendor limit. And now we are able, once we have the money, because we've only got 31 coins at the moment. Oh wait, this costs labor influence. So I'm just going to straight up get those paved roads. And we can keep our citizens happy. Road paving. But before I do that, I need to actually have a paver's yard. Pave and maintain nearby dirt paths into stone. Oh, 200 coins up front? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I think I might want to leverage my current bonus here. to levy with my villagers. Immediately get 450 coins. Did I hit the wrong button? No, okay, done. We'll go ahead and make it Paver's Yard. Start with one over here. It looks like it's just kind of an open floor plan, so I'm not going to feel too bad about having it like there. Don't mean to have the game paused. Okay. Now we're going to build that. Of course it costs polished stone. I guess we've got an okay amount so far. And then we're going to start painting road paving. And we don't have any housing over there, so I'm not going to worry about it currently. But we're going to maybe do all of these roads. And we'll see at what point I need to have another paver going. But I will try to get all of the residential area where there's roads. So any of that light green. So any roads within that area, the road should be paved. I guess I didn't have to include this section, but I might as well. Alright. What do we got? Additional taxation. Some villagers think our treasury would benefit from new means of taxation. They remind you that taxing services will not make you very popular with the laborers. So I guess currently I'm just doing residential taxes, but I could also do business taxes. Let's see. We could do, that is milling taxes in the progression menu. Extra 20, that's fine, because the labor influence is capped at 50, so we might as well just wait, or like spend it so that I don't ever have an event that makes it so I would have more, but then I don't get it because of the cap. Okay, now enact milling taxes. Is that just in the royal book? Let's go to taxes. Windmills. If I check it, how much income does that bring me? Just the 2 coins? I just produce flour, and then the next step happens. So as soon as flour's done, that'll tell me what changed, I guess. Here we are, 4 more people who showed up. We'll need somebody assigned to pave. Okay, those are all fully stocked. Curious how hunting is going. Okay, we still got some. And then what about over here? Okay. Alright. And then while I'm thinking about it, what about over here? Okay, we still got options, I guess. They're just kind of far from... Wait, that's not the hunters. From here, I think. Yeah, okay. Well, that'll be fine. We'll be able to expand later. Okay, we enacted a tax for the village. While the laborers don't like being taxed too much, it will certainly support your treasury. So that does seem to be just part of the regular tax unhappiness, which is fine. Curious to know if it tells me anything more specific in my taxation. Is it just a coin per windmill? No, on 2 windmills you get some kind of income, but it doesn't tell me what that income is here. Alright. If I go to the windmill, amount of tax currently stored in the building. Once capacity is reached, tax generation will halt until a tax collector visits. So I guess maybe every time that we produce a flower, we get a coin, and then once it gets to 50, they won't continue paying per flower made until the tax collector comes and gets the 50. Cool. Works for me. I do like having some more passive income, especially based on the issues that we've been running into. Luckily, our meat production is so far on the upswing, knocking on wood, and bread is doing okay, but not great. Okay, let's see here. My territory goes all the way out here. Is there anything... I wanted to go back to the paver. That's right. Ooh, we can have more than one? And they do it with regular stone? Well, that's fine. Maybe I need to make another stone cutter, though, since this is going to be, I think, a large drain on stone. But I'll have all 3 of those guys go there. I think I also need to pay to promote them for better productivity. Okay, so now they're working at 100% productivity. Now I just need to make sure that my stone supply does not drop. So, build stone cutter. It's got to be near some stone. There's not stone over here. There is here, but that's outside my territory. Okay, perfect. That's exactly what I was hoping for. To be able to use this space. We're going to turn that. It's impossible to tell with those bushes there. Let's go like that. That's great. Luckily, my priests haven't ever left so far. And this is fully done. So our attendance can be up to 30, which I think has definitely helped when it comes to entertainment, because it looks like, for the most part, it's taken care of. There's still a negative 1% left over from before where there was considered a shortage of entertainment. And then just in general a negative 2% because it doesn't quite fulfill the need, but it's no longer so glaring that it's considered a shortage. Alright, what can we do in our remaining 12 minutes here? I'm thinking... we see how the pavers are doing. Oh, that's cute. Okay. Now it did say that these will fall into disrepair at some point, which means that the pavers will need to kind of continuously upkeep it, which makes sense. But yeah, as soon as we have paved roads, that's enough to upgrade a building to high quality housing, which will fulfill the citizen requirement, at least as far as housing goes. They also prefer to have a certain level of... let's see here. Okay, you're still a commoner. Do I have anybody still with me who's considered a citizen? Let's sort by status. No, everybody who I upgraded to citizen, which costs 100 each, which, yep, I think I was too quick to try to be more productive without meeting the needs that they would need. So, looking it up real quick, I want to see if there's a general thing to know of for what citizens might want. Citizens want high quality housing. Yep, we know that. Resources, maybe. Village basic. Luxury, maybe. Doesn't help me a lot. Okay. Well, I got more serfs coming in to be assigned to different jobs. How's the stonecutter's hut going out here? Not. But, oh no. It's not a stonecutter's hut that can be expanded yet. I don't think. It was stonemason, but not stonecutter that can be upgraded. Okay. That's fine. I do think that the one camp should probably be enough, based on the fact that I've had the other stonecutter camp since the beginning of the game, and I've never really dipped particularly low. So, I guess we'll see, but we'll start with this. I'm not too concerned about it. Okay, now why are you all unhappy? Because of patrol coverage? Is it just because a patroller hasn't come by fast enough for you to consider that that's enough for you? Okay. How's our patrol lines going? No, they're still well within kind of this happy green range so far, so I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, there we go. Got 3 people working there. And then we somehow need to have, again, still travelers lodged in my tavern, but not sure what that entails yet. And I can't click on him till he goes to my manor house, so we'll get there. How's the sheep going? Decent amount of wool. Okay, that's wool. But we still have some sort of issue between the wool and the cloth. Okay, hello. Wool for the king. Of course you want wool. Okay. What would that take? It's probably going to want a lot. 150. I've got 10 in storage. To get kingdom influence. I don't think it's possible. So I'm not even going to stress about it. I know there's no negative to like taking it on, but there's no way it's going to happen, so I'm not going to dedicate my mental strain to it, my mental capacity. Okay, we got stone going. We've got some paved streets. Any next to people's actual houses yet? Because that's what'll change their quality housing to be. Doesn't look like it. What about over here? Yes, we got a paved road, so then we just need a citizen. Now, I think there are a lot of people that I could upgrade to citizens, but I think maybe the people working in my great hall should be the people. because you're only working at half productivity as a tax generator, tax collector. So let's go ahead and promote you to citizen. We've got a house that works for you. You just need entertainment, which means go to the tavern, and luxury items. Otherwise, you seem to be doing pretty well. So, herbs, jewelry, gems, or honey. And let's see. Oh, there it is. We have to have an inn lodge specifically, which will allow travelers to come and spend the night. Okay. Don't have enough labor influence currently, but that's all right. Luxury. Could sell luxury items. Or common wares. Or both. Still need money for that, so it's not like I can afford it either way. Quartz. Don't have yet. Jewelry. Don't have gold or jewels yet, so that's not worth doing. Cheese. Where's the honey at? Mining taxes. Okay, there's the belfry that will be the requirement for one of the requirements to end the game. There's the honey. Yes. Very cute. For anyone wondering, Say's my spouse, so that's what that is. Alright, oh boy. Okay, but how do you collect honey in this game? Unlock the production of candles. But that's just the candle workshop that you get from wax. Where do I find the wax? Because I imagine like beeswax and honey will be kind of the same thing. Am I crazy? I don't know. Let me do a quick search and see if the help function is at all useful. Markets. Thank you for telling me how to build a market and that honey can be sold there. But that's not necessarily helpful to me. Bees? Oh, that's talking about beer. Is honey something that I specifically am going to have to buy? Oh, man. Okay. Well, based on my current trading options, I've got a ton of berries. I need to actually... Oh, you can't sell them? Okay, but... Tell me why I get a trade bonus when selling berries if there's no berries that I can sell. Must just be that none of my current trade routes are people who are going to sell berries or buy berries from me. Yeah, I can buy honey. And I can buy wax. I can sell berries to Kinstone Abbey, which requires me to have a little bit more clergy influence. And I think that might be the only route that allows me to sell berries. Well, it seemed like it was real nice at first, but I think there's still quite a bit of time to be put in before I can actually get that berry selling bonus. But that's alright. it can't hurt to have more traders coming in. They'll buy boars, hops, beer, bread. Most of these things are things I want to keep for myself, though. But I guess if I find gems, that'll be useful to have that trade route open. Okay, we're doing decently on fish supply as well, so maybe... Let's see if people will buy fish from me. Fish. We're gonna sell down to maybe 180. Is there anything else that I just have a ton of that I might as well sell? Nope. Or at least nothing that I can sell. Alright, that's fine. Alright, friends. Looks like we've got our work cut out for us next time. Got a couple more immigrants there. I'm just double checking to make sure if there's anywhere I can assign them real quick. And then we will call it for the evening. Patrollers. We could always use a couple more, and maybe a watchman or two. Great. All right. Well, there it is. Thank you very much. We're going to save it here. And all right. Thanks so much for joining me. It's been great. Sorry about the weird internet issues that we had there, but I'm so glad that you could join me. Been a lot of fun. I love just kind of hanging out, chilling. And we will see you guys on Thursday for some more playing Peak with Kirsten, with Doxybot is their screen name. So, yeah, we'll talk to you then. Thanks so much. Hope you have a good one. Bye.